Hey travelers, Mag and I here on day 91 of our trip around the United States. What an amazing day we had yesterday in Gilby. We started off the morning, first thing sinking our teeth into those Gadget caches, and by the afternoon, our minds were totally melted. We were so fortunate to be able to meet up with J&S and be able to geocache the whole second half of the day together. It turned into a fantastic day, and every time one or the other of us just couldn't seem to figure it out, the other one was able to find the solution to it, and together as a team we worked through every single Gadget cache that we came across and solved every single one. It was a phenomenal day, and it was without a doubt one of the best geocaching days that I've ever had. Those caches in Gilby are amazing, and like I said yesterday, put a map dot on your map in North Dakota on the far northeast corner, and if you ever get a chance to come out here to Gilby, it is a must. Today we're starting pretty late. It's already a little afternoon right now, and we know for a fact we're not going to make it through our day. We have 400 miles to cover today, which is 7 hours worth of driving, not including geocaches. Since the sun's going to go down in about 6 hours, we're clearly not going to make it by the end of the day, and we're definitely not going to finish all our targets. That's okay though, because we're still actually one day ahead on our schedule, and we knew that this morning, which is why we took a little more time to make those videos extra special from yesterday. From here, we've got 4 more Gadget caches en route to Park River, and we did not want to leave them behind. So we're going to go through all 4 of those geocaches in front of us and try and figure it out. Hopefully we'll be able to crack the code and get into all 4 of them. Either way, from there we're going to head up to Park River, and we're going to start into our miles for the day. We know we're not going to make it, but we are going to make it as far as we can today before we call it quits. The other thing to note is all traditionals. I'm expecting today to be a whole lot of cornfields, a whole lot of soybean fields, a whole lot of sunflower fields, and really just kind of fields in general, and beside that, not a whole lot else. There's no other earth caches, no virtuals, no mysteries, no multis, any of that stuff. So we'll see some good geocaches today, I'm sure of that, because there's the PWHT trail as well, and those have some good hides. But beside that, I think we're going to see a lot of road time, and we're just going to get to enjoy the drive on the field, which is okay, because after yesterday, our poor brains are going to need a break. I don't even know why we're going to go do this morning for these 4, but I just can't resist the allure. So come on, let's go check out these geocaches and then get on the road together in North Dakota. Our first gadget of the day. Since it's noon, my brain's had lots of time to wake up. I think I'm going to be able to figure this out, but there's only one way to find out. All right, we got ourselves a nice little box here. Very heavy. What we figured out is when the boxes are this heavy, it's never just a simple grab and go on the log. Not that I'd expect anything less out here now. Not after being out here all day yesterday on those gadgets. All right. I help with the direction switch. You have to find the on button. Keep pushing it and it will come to you. Okay. So, we got no, 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 no. Oh, there's something there. It's probably a no though, it just maybe it was pushed a lot. No. 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 Are any of these gonna open it? No. Oh, there's a button. There you go. No. So we got one button here. Let's see what it does. Handy dandy geocache. Not too bad. Hope the other 3 will work without this easily too. I don't get tired of seeing these custom made boxes. I can only imagine how much work he's put into creating this series. The time, money, effort, not to mention the brain power.
The first step with any of these geocaches is always to give a thorough check around the outside. You can never be sure which parts will move and which parts won't. And in this case, the parts that move aren't the ones you think.
Twists. But not for any apparent reason. I bet you this box lifts though. Apparently, it really is just that easy. Pull the perch. Find the birdie. Nothing to it, right? 2 left to go. Let's see if we can figure this out. So far we've been doing okay. Maybe we just take it for a ride? Well, this is quite interesting. Listen. Where's that sound coming from? Well, that's one way to go find the geocache. Last one in the set. This is it, and then we're officially on the road for the day. We figured out the last three. Let's see if we have enough luck left in us to get this last one as well.
By now, the dog has figured out that we have to investigate each one of these weird little boxes, so she makes sure to give them a thorough smell down too to help out.
Oh ho ho! Yeah, that was just to get started. That's what I thought. For just a hot second there, I thought this one was gonna have me. But I was able to unscramble the code and make my way in. So let's see what we got going on inside the geocache. All right. Lots of swag as usual. All fantastic geocaches. This has been a great run through Gilby. I'm glad we got to get just a little bit more of it today, but it really is time to get back on the road. So onward into the rest of North Dakota.
The Pembina Walsh Historic Trail also has several fun geocaches like this. If you complete 5 caches in each of the counties, you can even earn a commemorative coin for completing the series. I only add them to my target list because they're good caches, many of them done by Try Cache Us out of Gilby. This one definitely needs more swag. So I happily stuffed it full until I couldn't fit any more into the container. Since I'm not currently hiding any geocaches, this is my best way to give back to the geocaching community instead. And then it's just a matter of re-hiding it so the next finders can enjoy solving the puzzle as well. There are a lot of empty miles up here in the northeast part of North Dakota with no geocaches in them at all. We enjoyed pretty long drives between targets while we made our way through the countryside, one farm after another.
Such a simple thing, the magnetic key holder. But the fact of the matter is, not all park and grab geocaches are created the same. This magnetic key holder is the only active geocache in Towner County and DeLorme page 16. That's it, just this one. It's a very lonely part of the map. So it had me a little nervous coming up here because a DNF here would be big business. But here we go, cache in hand. Very important target checked off the list. Thank you, park and grabs.
It really seemed like the day had just begun, and then we looked over and the sun was already setting over the horizon, just like that.
That brings an end to our first full day geocaching on the road here in North Dakota. It was definitely a short day. We started off late afternoon and we had a whole lot of miles to cover, so it's not surprising that we didn't make it through. What is surprising is how far we actually made it though. We are way past halfway through our route. We've come all the way around the hook, and now we're starting to work our way back east. I don't expect that we'll finish by the end of the night, but I expect that we're gonna get pretty far today and be at a good starting place tomorrow, despite the fact that we had a really late start today. We're gonna go ahead and keep on following this route until we find a good place to bed down, or we get to the end of the day, because we know there's a stopping place once we reach the end of our target list. Although North Dakota is really just fields on fields on fields, I can't stress enough how beautiful it is out here. With the clear grasslands and the fields and farmlands, you can see for miles and miles, and sometimes those views are quite spectacular. Not only that, but at night, when the sun goes down and the stars come up, there is no light pollution out here, so you can see the entire universe laid out in the sky before you. And I'm looking forward to that tonight as well, because this is a clear sky, and I think there's going to be no obstruction between us and the stars. Looking forward to 5 more days on the road here in North Dakota, and looking forward to whatever it may bring. Like this video, subscribe to stay tuned for daily updates, and we'll see you out on the trails.